Here's an early prediction on the Red Sox. Probably be a lot of dents in the Green Monster this year because, man, they got some offense. Frank, what do you like? You got Big Papi and Pablo Sandoval and Hanley Ramirez now on that lineup.
Well, you mentioned those two guys, Papi and Pablo. 3 rings apiece. You got to rejuvenate Hanley Ramirez. Happy to play with 2 Latino players that he has a lot of respect for. Came into spring training 240 pounds of muscle. He's looking forward to hitting that Green Monster almost every day. I'm looking for the Boston Red Sox to do big things this year.
Well, Hanley, if he hits 35 home runs, no one will care what defense he plays. But he's in left field, which is a totally new thing. How's that going to work?
Your pitchers will still care. I don't care how many home runs he hits. The pitchers will still care. But listen, it might not be as bad as everybody thinks. I mean, there's not a lot of room out there. So the one thing is you don't have to worry about how much ground he's going to cover. And the throws will actually be easier because you can play in a little bit off of that left field wall in Boston. And it's just a matter of understanding balls hit over your head. It's going to hit that wall, but it's going to kick a little bit to center field, right? The way that outfield wall is angled, things don't come straight back at you. There's that little bit of angle. So be ready for that. But otherwise, he probably should be okay. I don't think it's going to be a total disaster. We'll see how it works out. He is an athlete. He did play shortstop in the major leagues. You have to be athletic to do that, so it should be okay.
And if not, he could line up with the 2 tight end set with Rob Gronkowski for the Patriots. That's fine, too. Pitching, though, is a question. They got Rick Porcello from the Tigers. He comes off a career year. But, you know, they've got guys like Masterson and Buchholz and Miley, guys that have had success, but no real front runner to lead that rotation.
Yeah, well, everyone's worried in Boston. We don't have an ace. How do we win? How was the American League East won a year ago? By the Baltimore Orioles without an ace. You can do it. Now, they hit their way there, and they had the really good bullpen. They had adequate starting pitching. This is adequate starting pitching. This is probably good enough starting pitching to potentially win this division with that offense behind you. But even if it doesn't work out, they have enough now in the cupboard of young prospects where they can go out and get a guy either like Cole Hamels or maybe Johnny Cueto, who ultimately will be coming up for free agency. It could be a lot of activity at the deadline. The Boston Red Sox probably will be involved in
good position. Here's the big question, Frank. Are the Red Sox winning the AL East?
I think they're going worse at first. Just remember, they're the Boston Red Sox. They have money. They have a surplus of outfielders who are very serviceable in the major leagues that can play every day for another team. I really believe this team will do what it takes if this offense shows up the way we think they're going to.
Frank's just ready to see the show. The long balls leaving that yard. Are they division winners, do you think?
I think they are. And think about this. How did the Angels win their division last year? They went on a tear offensively. How did the Orioles do it? They went on a tear offensively. Even though this is a pitching error, you can absolutely win a division with your bats.
And they've got plenty of that. The Red Sox looking to bounce back.